Courtney. For Assassins, I'm assistant directing, and as part of CMT, I'm the vice president. Assassins is a musical revue in which all assassins, whether successful or unsuccessful, of United States presidents kind of get together, are thrown into this circus tent carnival kind of atmosphere and have to relive their past experiences as assassins, and then it all kind of leads up to Harvey Oswald assassinating JFK. I think Assassins is a really powerful piece because it forces you to look at the assassins as people, and instead of looking at them for what they're most well known for, their actual assassinations or their attempts, it makes you look at them personally and their background and why they did it, and you kind of get to feel for them. And then at the end of each of their songs where they explain their assassination attempts, you kind of get jilted out of that with a gunshot and realize, oh, they harmed history.
Sam Bitt, we're gonna try and kill Dick Nixon. Lynette from Sergeant Moore. Gerald Ford.
Zangara, FDR.
Get this. It's simple, lady. You're going to bring us back. You make us possible. We're in your debt, old boy.
This bud's for you, babe.
Bravo! On the right side, on the right side, get up, your backside, child.
My name's Tate. I'm playing Charles Giteau.
Lightning and wait till you see tomorrow. Tomorrow you won't be.
I'm the fundraising chair for CMT. We have our regular e-board, which is the president, the vice president, the secretary, and the treasury, and then there are 5 chairs that get picked by the e-board to do other tasks, and my job is to raise extra funds on top of our budget. I think it's a great musical. I think it's a departure from what CMT has done in the past. It's a lot more deep and dramatic as opposed to like slapstick humor, which I think is a good step, and it's a much more difficult musical than what we've done in the past, so I think it really shows how far CMT has come since.
Charlie says that football is a form of slavery in which the black man's speed and strength are ruthlessly exploited by the racist ruling class. Charlie says that one day the black man will throw off his chains and lash back at the pigs who have tormented him. Charlie says that in the Armageddon which ensues, women will be raped and disemboweled. Men will be castrated, lynched, and burned alive. Blood and gore will choke our streets. And after the two sides have wiped each other out, Charlie will emerge as the king of a new order. With me beside him is his queen.
My name is Allison Russo. I'm a sophomore at Clark University, and I am playing Lynette Squeaky from attempted assassin of Gerald Ford.
Let me feel fire, let me drink poison, tell me to do.
Hey, my name's Margo Smith, and I play Sarah Jane Moore, and I'm a freshman. I think, just as someone coming from the South, it's really fun to play like kind of this big like stereotype of like a big kind of Southern lady, but at the same time like she's very insecure. Like the whole reason I think that she did what she did was to get attention, to get this counterculture community of California to kind of embrace her. She's feeling very alone, and she saw this as a very like extreme way of really making friends and getting people to love her.
I would say that Squeaky definitely represents that category of assassin who is sort of more of a loose cannon. She's not as politically motivated, but more personally motivated. So it colors the piece a little bit, I think. It has a clear message, but it also has very specific undertones that really just make the audience think. show has been a great experience. Overall, it's been extremely professional, well organized, and the ensemble has great chemistry as a whole, and it's been a lot of fun.
No one listens. Are you listening? No one listens. Well, if you're hearing this, I guess you're listening now, right? So, with all due respect, deferring to your stature in the world of music, classical and semi-classical.
Hi, my name is Stephen, and I'm the musical director of Assassins here at Clark University at CMT. And I've been musical directing for years and years, since my undergraduate days at NYU. And, you know, I work at high school now, at Giteau High School, so I do a lot of choral directing there, but I have musical directing in Connecticut. I find Assassins to be one of my favorite musicals. It's sort of like apples and oranges with the classical musicals, although there are elements, homages to a lot of the greats like Wilkes. You know, there's tons and tons of homages to American composers like Copland and Charles Ives, and I think Sondheim's just a very, very smart, sort of light years above everyone's head sort of smart composer, and his songs are like puzzles, putting them together with intentional trip-ups.
Once they think it's gonna stop again. No, they may not understand all the words, all the same. They hear the music, then hear the scream.
You brought your kid? School's closed and I forgot to check the calendar. All right? This is incredible. What is it?
You did $1.50.
I gave you $1.
$1.50.
For an ice cream?
It's not ice cream. It's a bubble bill. What a wondrous gun! What a versatile invention! First of all, when you begun. Everybody pays attention.
I am Leon Czolgosz. My character is Leon Czolgosz. I'm actually Alex McCoy.
Unite the party, preserve the union, promote the sales of my book.
The great thing about Assassins is it's a bunch of different people from over 100 years span of you know, lifetimes, but the show manages to bring them all together and make the audience sympathize with everyone.
That I am not a man to overlook. And all you have to do is squeeze your little.
I have a lot of pent-up anger. I mean, my hat is really just as much a part of me as it is a prop, because it's a kind of comforting thing to get over that resentment and anger and hatred built up inside.
It's true, you trust your little finger. Just a single little finger can change the world.
There are no maps to fight desperation in here. Oh no, not today. Desperation, yes, but quiet? I don't think so.
Hello, I'm Parker Watts. I'm a freshman, and I'm playing Giuseppe Zangara.
I look at your world, no good, no bad.
Zangara as an assassin is one of the more obscure ones. He didn't succeed. He tried to shoot FDR, he missed, and shot Anton Cermak, mayor of Chicago.
Give no less of the success cause of them.
In the play, he kind of has one song where he's very, very intense, and kind of dominates the song, but after that they kind of take him away.
You go by the stomach and Washington. I look down to Miami, you rolls are back.
The fault, dear Brutus, is not in our styles, but in ourselves. We are underlings. My name is Thaddeus Kelly. I play John Wilkes Booth, who is something of a de facto leader to the Assassins.
I'm Jacob Gordon. I'm the first year, and I'm playing Lee Harvey Oswald.
She was chronologically the first assassin presented in the show. They call him the pioneer, and so the other assassins kind of defer to him.
In some productions of Assassins, there isn't actually always an actor who specifically plays Oswald. It happens to sometimes be the balladeer who plays a variety of characters who also plays Oswald. But Oswald's character is very important in his subtlety, in that my character spends most of the show, he's sitting around and he's kind of freaked out by all these older or newer assassins than him who have gained less note. He's probably the most famous of presidential assassins.
The climactic scene is the Kennedy assassination, and John Wilkes Booth appears to Lee Harvey Oswald and has to convince Lee to carry out the assassination in order to justify the assassins' lives and assassination.
Come see the show. It's really, really fun. It's about real people. It's not your typical, like, song, dance, cheese.
This is something that the Clark community and the Worcester community, I think, has never seen before. And I think that it's a different kind of musical. It's much more personal. It's much more intimate. It's a lot less showy. It's a lot more intellectual, and you really have to think when you come see this show. It's really engaging. So if you want to think, if you want to learn a little bit about history, if you want to be entertained, this is really the show for you to come and see.